Hello, I'm Rachel Sermanni and you're welcome to the 48-hour music bootcamp.
This is the water running for you.
Hi, my name is Mark Gordon. I work in program development for Generator Northern Ireland. We are a 3-year program funded by Decal and Invest NI, and we're here to develop the music industry across its creative and business talent. So I programmed on behalf of Honeycomb Creative Works and for the CultureTech Festival the 48-hour music bootcamp.
Take your body, take your body, take your body home.
Working with Pete was, again, really surprisingly easy. We were sort of put in contact and just last week started emailing ideas across to each other back and forth, played tennis a little bit, likened it to a mud fight, and I said, don't be afraid to throw anything back in my face sort of thing. And so we had the week to come up with the shape and the idea and the main structure of the song, and then we performed it for the first time yesterday morning.
The idea of the bootcamp and this extreme acceleration of all these processes is basically predicated on the idea that all the people involved trust each other. So that's from the artists to you, Paul doing the documentary, to Darren the video maker, to the co-writers, to the digital marketeers. We can make these things happen in a really quick time because there's a sense within all the people involved that there's a strong baseline of kind of confidence and trust that each part of the process will fulfill its requirements, allowing us to move at speed through songwriting, video production, recording, and onwards towards the finished product.
The music video with Darren was really fun, really easy. He's very easygoing. He's not afraid to say what shots he doesn't like or what ideas he's not fond of, and he can very happily suggest other things, so we were able to debate and come up with lots of different ideas, both wonderful and absurd, and all of them were they appeared to contribute to the final product. But what was really the main thing about the video, I think, was the beautiful colours that he captured, and all the scenes of the forest were really beautifully captured, and also he managed to capture, I think, our personalities and the relationship between Pete and I, which is we've not known each other until yesterday, so there was just a lot of humour and good fun.
I think the benefits of doing something like the 48-hour bootcamp, as opposed to a more traditional skills development panel or event, are that it allows all the participants to become fully immersed in every part of the process. So in this digital age that music exists in and is attempted to be monetized in now, we have this sense in which all these historic bottlenecks of distribution don't exist anymore. So it doesn't take 6 months to take a record from the brain of an artist into the public domain. The whole point is that we can demonstrate through all these processes that this can be done literally in 2 days, from song creation through to finished recording, available to view and to download or to purchase.
Okay, so far, which we're nearing the end of the 48 hours of this interesting process of writing, recording, producing, doing a video shoot, and then physically producing a song. It's been really, really fun, an eye-opening, challenging process. I wouldn't have thought it was entirely possible, but it's proved quite productive and efficient, and quite empowering. And it's been nice doing it with such a large group of people, and all of us in a capacity where we all want to learn something and get better at something. So it's been very good.
I think the song that they've written together is fantastic, and I think it's benefited actually from the way in which we scheduled out the first day of activity, because we started with a songwriter from England who had worked on the last Mika record and worked across a range of artists on major and independent labels, doing some critiquing of songwriting. They then went in straight into the studio, recorded, and literally we left that process. We're driving down to the video shoot whilst the studio were sending us an MP3 of the track that we could then have them lip sync to. But that break of a couple of hours meant that we could go back into the studio a little bit later on, and really, having had the benefit of that time away from the studio, then they could really finesse the song, try some new things, and end up with something that I think is both, lyrically, it touches on the world that they both exist in, which is definitely, there's a lot of darkness there as well as light, but also in a funny way I actually think it's quite representative of Pete and Rachel together as a bunch of individuals. It has a, I think this is captured in the video as well, it has a sort of lightness of touch and a kind of knowingness that this is a simulation, but it is real as well. So it sits on that precipice between, fantastic art, but also something that was, that was put together in this really exciting, accelerated way. So I think everybody is delighted with how the song turned out.
Hiya, my name is Carrie Davenport and I am a music photographer based in Belfast. I think the 48-hour EP project is really useful for people wanting to get a glimpse before they break into the music industry. Just kind of condensing everything down, so you'd never normally get the chance to see the whole process, the videos, the PR, the photography, the recording, absolutely everything. You'd never get a glimpse like that into an artist's life, but this gives people a once-in-a-lifetime chance to do that. So it's a really unique and really exciting project. I think it'll be really, really good. Trying to get into visual media is hard nowadays because there's so many digital cameras and videos, and everybody has a voice on the internet. However, you can use that to your advantage. You can give yourself a portfolio, get yourself out there. It's just a case of putting in hard graft and getting as much as you can and getting as much of a portfolio as you can, and that gives you the best chance basically just to try and make a career out of it. The two artists that are working on the 48-hour EP, Rachel Sermanni and Peter from Rama's Pocket Radio, both really great artists, really nice kind of different styles there, some a bit more poppy, some a wee bit more indie, so kind of a nice edge. I think it's a really nice kind of type of music to combine. Great chance for them to work together, but also fantastic artists for people to actually get a glimpse, get a wee sneak preview behind the scenes, and both really excellent artists in their own right, so it's a really, really good opportunity for everyone to just get a wee sneak peek on that. Working with Peter and Rachel was great. Both of them are quite used to people like me bossing them around in front of a camera, so it was quite a quick shoot, and it was a bit different having an audience when you're doing a photo shoot, having an audience watching you. It's kind of strange. I think I was more nervous than them, but actually really useful because we were able to get a few guys from the actual workshop to help out. Peter and Rachel were great, kind of quite relaxed, quite easy to work with in front of the camera, and it was really good fun.
Would definitely consider doing something like this again, just because it's a fun exercise to do. Just get together with someone new that you haven't written with before, or perhaps don't know. Send a few emails back and forth and then see what happens. I mean, it's good because your identity isn't tied to it in a way, and often that happens with writing a song. You feel like, oh, this has to be really great, but it was sort of like, let's just see what happens, see what we produce together.
I think the highlight for me was the session that was on this morning with the PR, the importance of having a timeline of your release of music. I have kind of a back catalogue of songs that I want to get recorded, and it's nice to know, or nice to learn about the importance of doing a timeline regarding media and press release and all that kind of thing, radio play. So I think that was probably the highlight for me. Programs like the 48-hour Bootcamp are really important in the sense that, well, especially this one, the fact that it's so interactive and you're immersed and you're kind of more than a fly on the wall because you're immersed in it and it's interactive, but you're working within the industry and how the industry is today, and you're seeing what's being used and how it's being done. So it's kind of, you're seeing what the industry standards are, and you watch the whole process of coming from song through the music video, photo shoot, release and things like that. I thought the song was excellent. They see it coming from pre-production, and they kind of had the song written, and they see it being developed and put through the production process and the recording and stuff like that. It was great, and the finished product of the song, really good song.
It's been an excellent experience. We've got to see all aspects of the music industry, and I've found it really a real eye-opener. Well, it's definitely given me a lot to think about. I would have a bit more confidence now about trying to sort of make my own videos, and I got to see a lot of that, and even just some home recording techniques and things. Also the songwriting element was very good, so yeah, it would probably just really help me to sort of push myself out there a bit more. So probably the songwriting, and that was very good. Now having a chat with the artists here, and just seeing how they go about their creation process, and that was great. And maybe the music video making too, that was great, because I would have no experience of that, so it was really good to see that all coming together. It was fantastic, and to have done it in such a short time was really amazing. You could even see everyone a bit stressed out, trying to squeeze it in there, but it all came together beautifully, and it's fantastic, and it's really, really great to be part of it.